So what we learn up to now? Anything you remember? Welcome. Let's start. Yes, please.
So we spoke. I remember. So last time we spoke about the recruitment process and the selection process. We spoke about different type of selections, psychometric and all that type of things.
So we discuss about the process of recruitment, different psychographic and aptitude test and various other selection tests we discuss.
Yeah, training and development.
Yes.
And how to manage conflict. And that's it. Last time we spoke about that. And then
yes, other we discuss about we discuss about what recruitment process, HRM, what is the difference between them. We relate, some examples, and we quoted some example in terms of hospitality industries and what sort of the issues normally face these days companies and how the companies can address these. So these all we discussed during our lessons. So now we are moving forward. We are doing LO3 and some of our discussion will be related to LO4 as well. Okay. So today will be summary, the key component that influence the payment and reward system. So during our previous lesson already discussed about reward as well, different. So we'll further system. We'll go through economics, psychological and other cultural influence, attitudes and the behavior of employees, how these could be influenced, and the concept of psychological contract, which we'll go through in tourism and hospitality industry. So all these a key, the learning outcome which we need to be focused during all this lesson. And during previous lesson we already discussed about HRM function, recruitment, selection, promotion, yes, job enrichment. Those we during our first labor market, tourism industries, our discussion address. We discuss about difference between managers and leaders and different sort of the leaders. We discuss about recruitment and selection. We discuss some legislation about employment law during previous lessons as well. Like we discuss 360-degree appraisal. We discuss about equal opportunities and race religion act. And then we discuss about career development, life learning, reward and motivation. So further today we are going these, the reward and motivation, implies behavior, psychological contract, cultural diversity, equal opportunities, implies relation and trade union, disciplinary and grievances procedure, and implies welfare. So these are the points, really we need to be covered under LO3 and 4. So which is, quite both LOs. So which we'll go through. Question. Question, Barbara?
Sorry?
Any question?
No.
Okay, so today lesson's aims of today lesson is introduction to workforce diversity, explanation of the psychological contract, which we'll go through, and learner will be able, I wish, in the end we will be clear more issues about the workforce diversity, what is meant by diversity, how diversity help, the businesses to achieve their objective, and what is meant by the contract, what sort of the contract we need to be bound between employees and the employer, and how this impact on the performance overall our discussion will be focused on these issues within hospitality industry. Okay, so what we know about workforce diversity, what it comes diversity means, what is comes in your mind? What your
So, I guess it's where people are from, they're male or female or anything else, or what type of background they have, studies, or trainings, I guess.
Good.
So all the different things that, you know, a person can be or have, and all the different aspects. Well, not different aspects. Different, yeah, the diversity within a working environment, basically, I guess.
Good. So different background. Why is diversity is important in hospitality industry?
I guess it can be, if it's like where people are from, it can be maybe, or it can, I don't know, it can be maybe different languages spoken, so to be in contact with tourists and customers in general, or maybe the customs of countries that can be different, so it would be good to have from people from different places maybe to address those. I don't know.
Yes. Yes, you're right, because diversity, we all diverse, we have a different opinion, different thought. Yes, but the progress, we have a different ways of thinking. So we are diverse workforce, always good for the organization in terms of to improve, but we need to be manage diversity. Yes, we need to be clear rules, regulations in place. So diverse workforce will work toward the common goal and purposes. Like in merit system, they have around 45 to 50 nationalities. There, especially air hostess is working within airline.
Yeah.
So that's airline is growing because betterly understand the cultural differences and launching the product and the services that meet the needs and the wants of the customer. So diversity is quite, it's bring the innovation as well to diverse feeling, diverse experience, diverse thinking will give us more development within our organization. So okay, first we are discussing about the psychological contract. So it's a psychology. Contract is the individual beliefs shaped by the organization regarding the term of an exchange between individual and the organization. Individual beliefs shaped by the organization regarding the term of exchange between individual and their organization. Here is a recent emphasis on the promise, implicit or explicit exchange, what the employees give and get in return as an organization from organization. So we need to look around those. And when we're looking organizations, HR policies, we need to look around HR policies of organization. What employees give and get, in terms of the exchange, and organization management and HR policies, those come under. So we need to look around those as well to be make a contract. Contract is the mean bond, what the people thinking toward the organization, what they expect and what the organization expect, what they believe and what the organization really want. Because always have a conflict. Sometimes we want a flexible working hours, different shift pattern. We want bonus, but our don't want to give. So we need to think about the policies need to be clearly in place within our organization. Psychologically, people feel comfort, motivated. Yes. and we could, different HR practices in different countries have a different, because we have a different culture. So people maybe in Japan have a management different style compared to the UK management style and other, because some more in terms of social and some maybe looking in terms of the individualism sort of the culture. So all these we need to. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So next is we are looking now psychological exchange theory, social exchange theory, which is based on will help each other when there is a positive cost benefit analysis. Yes. So organization will help individual and individual will help organization. So we need to be look around. Is a two-way process really. When the benefits outweigh the cost. Benefit can be tangible, intangible. What is the difference between tangible and intangible?
Tangible, something that we can touch and see and smell, and and intangible is all the stuff that we cannot see or touch or.
Good. And the benefit can be tangible, intangible, physical and psychological. What is meant by physical benefit?
I don't know. A physical benefit.
Yes.
Like something that I don't know. Maybe something that allows some people.
Yes,
to.
something people, if we are giving them like a company car, physically people can see it. Yes.
Okay.
If we are giving them break and moral support, that's a psychological. Yes. Engaging, understanding them better. So that will help to develop the relationship. Good relationship with the workers lead to be more productivity and the quality could be improved.
Yeah.
So all that really matters is the person perceive the benefit to be greater than the cost.
Yeah.
Sometime in some organization say, oh, I'll work for Holiday Inn. Don't want to be a work for other. Why I'll work for Holiday Inn? One is a brand name. I can be proud. I can say all a part of this organization.
Yeah.
Second, they are offering share scheme. Worker getting the shares within company. Pension.
Okay. Yeah.
So all these are other health and medical insurance.
Yeah.
Holidays. So all these are benefit greater than the cost. Greater than the cost, the effort we putting are the time I'm giving to the company is rewarding me more than that.
Yeah.
So thus we need to be look around. The norm of the it play an important role in the development social exchange relationship. Right? So we need to be look around, the relationship we need to be developed with individuals, the organization, and that's the organization need to think about. If we don't do it, if we don't have a strong bond with the employees, their perception could be different. Yes, ultimately will be happen. Staff retention will be very low. When there is staff retention will be low, every new staff to recruit it is cost around 3 to 5,000 pound average. So if not staying with the organization longer, we are losing. We're not gaining it. Bad press as well especially in developed countries. So we need to be really focus on these things. Okay, exchange theory both views exchange relationship as a comparing tangible and intangible resources governed by the norms. We need to be look around the tangible and intangible, whatever the norms are, the values of the organization, those should be matched, and those should be matched with the what the employees were expecting, like a color scheme, like the lighting scheme, heating, lighting, comfortable environment. Yes, like the various work places, always the music sound background. We need to be think about how this is help them to be keep them motivated, as well as on both tangible and intangible process, like a breaks, break time we giving them, and there are the food is available as well.
Mm-hmm.
That leads to be higher productivity. Both relationship bring a set of expectation and obligation they will provide return or they receive. Yes, what their salary expected, if they getting higher is expecting as well to get the more productivity and the quality. Content of content of the contract: employee promise, work hard, uphold the company reputation, show loyalty to the organization, work extra hour when required, develop new skills and update old ones, be flexible, for example, by taking a colleague work, be courteous to clients and colleagues, an organization promise, they compensate with performance. Yes, they high performance, they will get a bonus and a efficient
Yeah.
opportunity for training and development. It's supposed to be equal opportunity for development, opportunity for promotions, recognitions for innovation of the new ideas. If somebody bring the new ideas, we need to recognize within our organization and we need to take on board. Feedback on performance. So feedback on performance, we need to be regular.
Yeah.
Interesting task and attractive benefits package. Respectful treatment and reasonable job security. Reasonable job security. To be reasonable job security as well. So your job is there for you, yes, or you
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be at holidays. You when will make you redundant at least, will give you good, sort of. Like I've been redundant from British Gas. They offer us training. They teach us how to make CVs. They taught us, how to interact. They give us, extra opportunity. They paid the enough redundant money. So that sort of, training, and they applied the job for us in various other organizations when they make the redundant. They couple of, in different departments try to adjust it. So these things, that's the implies promise as well organization promise.
Yeah.
Okay, then employment contract need to be written,
Okay.
explicit, legal binding, does not tell us much about what the people actually do work, makes rate only a small influence behavior. We need to look around, but psychological contract unwritten.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the people psychology. What if I'm going in a hotel or working in a bar? So expecting they're supposed to give me at least free tea or coffee or some sort of environment respective. There's no abusive environment. At least that's my psychological contract. But in reward, I want to be get my yes, good working environment, good relationship with the employer. So all these sort of things is a psychological contract.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be, of course, influence behavior and the feeling and the attitude with the work. So that's it called psychological contract which we are discussing. Okay. Transactional economics are the monetary base. The contract type of psychological contract could be transactional economics are monetary based, which clearly expectation that the organizer will fairly compensate the performance delivered and punish inadequate or inappropriate acts. That's come under the transactional. Does it make sense?
I think so. I'm not sure. So, no, I'm not sure about this. Like, I don't understand what is meant by psychological contract, to be honest. So, is it some like, is it whenever you
Okay.
join
Okay. Are you working in an organization? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What you are expecting
What am I expecting
from your employer?
in terms of well, I expect them to be I don't know. I expect them to have like a contract.
Yes.
To be
So you have a social bounding. You can say, yes, you're working for this organization. They will treat you fairly. They give you same task, same sort of activity to other. If they give you more activities or you take more responsibility, you should be rewarded more.
yeah.
Logically, because mentally you are attached with the organization or not. Yes, you always
Yeah.
think best of the organization or not. That's your psychological.
Okay.
The more you're attached with it, and they are rewarding you as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What my expectation was, they are giving me more than my expectation.
Yeah.
It makes sense a bit.
Yeah. It does. It does.
Okay, economics are the monetary base with a clear expectation that the organization will fairly compensate the performance deliver. If I'm delivering more, yes, you're serving more customer, you taking more responsibility, so you should be get more compensation in term of the financial reward. That's your psychological contract. If you work hard, you get more reward.
Yeah.
Okay, then if you not work hard or you break the rules, you will get the punishment.
Yeah.
So that's it called transactional psychological contract.
Yeah.
Then relational, social, emotional, based on the underlying expectation, shares ideas and values, and respect and support interpersonal relationship. Relational, people expect they have a good relationship with the employer, and the employer don't want to talk with the employees. Happen, social emotional base won't be well, and ultimately there will be a gap and the productivity will be dropped.
Yeah.
Why the relational as well is very important under the psychological. Then the third last, strength of the psychological focus on the employment relationship to see the nature of the ongoing exchange. Process is more detailed understanding of employees and employer exchange, and how employment relation can go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody not follow it, it could be breach, and a relation could be bad. So we need to be look around. That's why it's a psychological contract. We need to be focused on it. It's not a written, it's a moral.
Yeah.
It's options.
Yeah.
Okay, organization realistic job preview implies that need to be team meetings, focus group, date two ways communication where we can hear them and they can hear us, performance appraisal, performance management practices, equal opportunity and job security. These are really we need to provide to the workers. And next now, we're looking managing psychological contract. Clarify if we have ambiguities, things are not clear, monitoring and vigilance, anticipating the action to the breach, and being realistic about what they and the organization can deliver, and self-awareness of the desired contribution and rewards. Any question?
No.
Okay, next we're looking the breach. What is meant by breach? When one deceives and other are failing to fulfill the promise.
Yeah.
Perceive they will give you break, but they not give you break. You perceive, yes, but there will be a pay increase after 1 year, but there won't. Pay promise increase in the pay were not forthcoming, promotion promise does not materialize, type of work, feature of the work were not it could be a misrepresented. They said no, you will work only on the front desk, but no, you're doing both. You're doing working with the chef, you're doing with the helping with the cleaner, and you're doing other jobs as well.
Mm-hmm.
Match with my job descriptions.
Yeah.
Very careful. Training employee does not receive promised training. They said,
Yeah.
they will provide you full training, full induction, and you will get, all the induction information. You will be mentoring, but there is nothing.
Yeah.
Performance review inadequate or absent compared to what was promised. So we need to be focused. Looking the causes of the breach in the psychology. What are the causes? Unsatisfactory human resource practices. If the human resource not make the clear policies, there equality and diversity in place within our organization, are treating people equally. If there are no clear policies, there is a no role and responsibility, no chain of command properly in place within our organization. That could be a causes of the breach in the psychological contract.
Yeah.
Lack of support from management, additional demand by employers, previous history of breaches, the breach. So all this will lead to the causes of the breach of the psychological contract. What what happened when the psychological contract go wrong? Negative emotion, anger, betrayed, sadness. Will say, this organization is, sometimes people saying this organization is shit. You don't need to be worried. Yes. Sometimes, such sort of the word people use it, which we're not supposed to use it. But there's the anger, that's the sadness. So we
Yeah.
don't appoint the people or our employees. Even the organization people leave it, they say such a nice place was, but my circumstances did not allow me to carry on with them.
Yeah.
Could be. So at least, relationships suffer loss of trust, respect, and reduce the commitment.
Yeah.
Reduce implies well-being. They not bother about, you feeling pain or you are sick or you are, because of course here is lot of legislation is controlled by the government. In legislation, maybe in different part of the world, those legislation not. But still we need to be look around, reduce employee well-being. If we're not well-being focused, ultimately lower job satisfaction. Lower job satisfaction leads to be retention rate will be poor.
Yeah.
Retention rate, it mean we recruiting new staff not staying few months, they leaving and moving, like in a teaching profession nowadays, in a nursing profession as well, and various other professions. A
Yeah.
quitting job quickly than, staying, because in the past people used to stay 30 years with the same organization.
Yeah.
Withdrawal of behavior, less willing to work hard, to share ideas, to be a good workplace citizen. That's, because when what's happen if the contract go wrong, this could be happen then.
Yeah.
Affected area due to the breach of psychological contract: job satisfaction, organization commitment, job performance. From I know extra, but I'm not telling to the organization because they're not treating me fairly. They break, what was I was expecting, and ultimately I'm quitting my job.
Yeah.
So we need to be focused. Okay. Any question about psychological contract?
No, actually no.
Okay, which is LO3. We need to be look around, and we need to write about psychological contract, what is meant by, how we can, and we can add some examples as well, like I quoted few.
Okay, so do I have to find like examples that I have reference, or I just talk about examples like made up
Or
examples?
you can talk about, or you can say, you from your own experience, holiday in or various other. If you want to add, it will be great. Or when we look within a book, a lot of examples given are given.
So,
Within a
okay, so
lot of examples are given.
okay, so basically from my experience or something.
Yes, you can include if you think is good to be include.
Okay, cool.
Okay, what it mean by, like we discuss about the concept of diversity is based on the individual acceptance and respect. It is an understanding that the individual are unique and different. We are different. We are
Yeah,
unique and different. That's called cultural diversity. Cultural diversity acknowledge the existence of the broad cultural group within, like we are talking about, if we are talking about within Indian culture, or we are talking about within Italian culture, within European culture, or any other culture. So cultural diversity has been a part of, could be a history, like UK is very diverse, almost more than 100, 350 nationalities people living here. So if we can say the different diversity. Element of diversity could be on the base age, different age group living, different income. So in our organization, we need to be focused on the diversity. Yes, giving the fair, like is a lot of discussion going, like a management level, as ethnic groups are there, when the
yeah,
proportion of the population not there. So lot of discussion is going around, like uh, it's not diverse, because if we are saying diversity is a crucial, and equality and diversity, we are a champion in our organization. So these organizations need to be focused on these things as well. Like Tesco is going to pay around uh, good enough, I think so, 10 million pound
mm,
unequal pay they used to pay to females, especially women. So now that's we are saying we are equality and diversity promoting, or we are a champion in our organization, but actually that's not used to be happen.
yeah,
So we need to look around gender, education, ethnicity, marriage status, if somebody married, not, yes, different, um, so we're not supposed to be eliminate them. We're supposed to be more diversity. We need to be more in coherence. We're supposed to be involve them in a decision making as well. Religious belief, physical ability, geographic location, sexual orientation, parental status, physical characteristic, personality types. All these are element of diversity. Way of
yeah,
to diversity, business find the way to incorporate diversity to their workplaces without causing major changes to the way the company operates. Incorporating diversity, the workplace, recruiting from diverse talent. We not bother about where you're from or what your color or skin. We are giving the, if you have a talent, that's fine. You come and we'll take you on board.
yeah,
No, we need to be look around. Yes, we want to be recruit diverse from different backgrounds, but we're looking at the talent pool. Yes. So if anybody have a talent, we will give them opportunity. So diversity may be infused into advertising practices, and in, because sometimes we are not promoting the jobs in certain newspaper, we are promoting the jobs in the certain media, the certain newspaper, that not every group of the society. Like if we are promo advertising job on internet, maybe the people those are above 50, they're not using internet. Maybe they
yeah,
think the technology, no, they're not for them. Ultimately they're not getting the opportunity because they're not aware of the jobs is available. So we need to be use different media to be advertise the job, so give them opportunity to apply and to be more diverse.
yeah,
Okay, management diversity defined as a planning and implementing organization system and practices manage people so that the potential advantage of diversity are maximized while its potential disadvantage are minimized. Yes,
yeah,
so them. Yes, multiculturalism is a system believe that the behavior recognize and respect presence of all diverse groups and our organization or society acknowledge, value their social cultural differences and encourage and enable their continuous contribution within an inclusive cultural context. They empower all within our organization or society. So ultimately, to be, they will deliver it and promote. So diversity management is a key to the growth today. See, competitive global market is quite, quite crucial. No longer can America corporation hide behind their lack of cultural intelligence. Organizations that seek the global relevancies must, embrace diversity. Diversity can no longer just about the making numbers, but rather how the organization treat the people artistically and down to the roots of its business model.
Yeah.
All these are the the key point really we need to future diversity better understand the future diversity management. Yes, we need to be in plan. We are going to be open the more branches. We need to be look around people from all over. We need to be understand the cultural differences. So all think back when the information technology was viewed as a just cost center, but not anymore because IT was not associated with the driving businesses growth years ago, 20 years ago, but now IT is considered the key tool for the business growth. Just like a diversity today, many people then just through thought IT got in the way of the business. Today, IT is considered the profit center. If they have spending money on IT systems and those equipment, it will help them to improve the business, improve the profit. But in the past, this show people used to be think this is a waste of money. Diversity management, well being developed rapidly out from the under the traditional human resource and the talent acquisition. So we need to be look around these and we need to embed within a corporate strategy of the organization and capacity to ensure diversity become embedded mindset and the common. So we need to embed within our organization functional areas. What is meant by functional area within our organization?
Not sure.
It's a different department, different operation like HR operation, marketing operation, production operation. These are called functional area.
It's a different department or it's one of those departments?
No, different department. Like HR is a one function within our organization, and the production is a one function. So these are all areas called functional areas.
All right,
People
yeah.
function through them.
Yeah.
Bring the earth population to the village, precise 100 people with existing human ratios remain the same. It would look like this. There would be 61, 12. That's the one research,
All right, yeah. That's cool.
And because of course in Asia the population a lot, so they comparing with the world, especially Chinese and Indian population. That's make huge world population.
Yeah.
So that's they're just considering in this research. So we're looking how much population six people would possess 59% entire wealth of the. So six people would possess 59% of the entire world wealth, and all six would be from United States. 60 would live substandard housing, yes. 80 out of them. 14 would be unable to read. 13 would die. One would be near death. One would be near birth. Yes, so these are the finding all about the research. So women in diversity. So women we have in all professions. So now it's quite diverse. Women in hospital, women in working in hospitals and various other professions. So that's what we call the women at the workplace diversity. So how the diversity initiative help organization keep competitive, improve corporate culture. So if diversity, we have a improved corporate culture, improve employees morale, easier recruitment of employees, enable the organization to move into the emerging markets, increase creative, more creative, as an organization, access overseas market, reduction in skill shortage, decrease interpersonal skills or conflict if we have, improve, client relation, increase productivity, improve organization bottom line, and maximize brand and identity and responsive service delivery and enhance, these are the skill due to the diversity will help organization. So benefit of diversity, customer service could be improved. Yes, we can, like, the Tesco that we see in different area where more ethnic, they recruit more ethnic group, they at the tails, yes, those people could deal them in their own languages, maybe betterly understand it. Then we can deliver the food, different sort of ethnic food, like within Asda, Morrison, Tesco, and various other stores as well. So different counters like, world food and those sort of things, so we can, if we don't have a diverse employee, so of course that will could be, as an organization, we can't achieve it, that sort of product.
Yeah.
Okay, possible barrier, limiting area of consideration, lack of, if maybe we're not considering it properly, possible barriers, word diversity, lack of diverse applicant pool we have in our organization. STEM is like, system in place where we can record, lack of diversity at the senior rank, like,
No, but sorry, what's the
some
limit area of consideration?
yes, limiting area of so we're not considering possible, it's a limited consideration area, we're not considering every area, there will be every sort of people, yes, different backgrounds, like we're saying, that's fine, in customer service we need people, different background, but we don't
Yeah.
need in finance, we don't high ranking level or the management level, we need just a worker level, we can show to the people we are very diverse, yes, is a limiting area of consideration. Lack of diversity at senior rank, which is a quite often in our organization, categorizing people into certain position, always recruiting from the same source, like we always advertise on internet first course, grooming, developing only one person, pre-selection, and golf course meeting could be just, meeting with nothing else. Well, we're not involving the, yes. So how manage, to manage diversity, secure top level management commitment, alternative work arrangement so people can be move around departments, increase diverse skills, people have a different skill, they can work in different departments, so they have a diverse skill as well, organization as organizational assessment, attracting employees, so accommodating work and the family needs as well, we need to diversity awareness program we need to introduce within our organization, like your diversity week, like last week, I think so, day before yesterday was uh, Black Life Matter something, the movement, like they started and they just, treated in a way. So that sort of, within our organization, some sort of program about diversity we need to be arranged to improve. Consequences of if we ignore it, diversity could be a consequence and unhealthy. Tension, loss of productivity could be inability of attract and retain the talent people, complaint and the legal action could be against the company, people not giving the fair chance, and inability to retain women and the people are the color. So those we need to look around consideration and warning that could be leads to with so employment tribunal and various others. So we need to be look around. Cola, yes. We strive to create a work environment that provide all our associate equal access to information, development, and opportunity, building inclusive workplace environment. We seek leverage our global team, associate, and rich in the diverse people talent. We see the diversity as more than just policies and practices. The integral part that we are a company and how we cooperate and see. So that's we'll see there. Global wins is ability to understand, embrace, yes. So 2020 vision of the company will be much percent men, male, females, yes. So with the increasing percentage, so those we need to look around. Oh,
Yeah.
respecting individual, valuing differences, representing. Okay, representing our consumer at the market where we do business. So that's equal to diversity. Yes, like we giving them, we setting up, we teach, we promote them, we make them part of society. So ultimately, I will read through more productivity.
Yeah.
There are different examples of different organizations. These like a McDonald's model and second we found in terms of the quality, co- quality diversity, holistic model which manage diversity, and operate. We can look around through across the board, top level, low level management, culture. What is meant by culture?
What is meant by culture? Culture?
Yes, any definition of
Well, culture is all the uses and customs of a specific parts of the world, let's say, and the people who live in it.
yes, culture norms, value, the way people perceptions. Yes, symbols, logos,
Oh yeah,
all these come under culture. Yes,
yeah,
knowledge, belief, art, law, moral, custom, other capabilities, habits acquired by a man and the member of society that represent the culture.
yeah,
Culture is a human activity, symbolic, structure, design, emphasis on the important value of actions, equality and diversity, cultural diversity across languages, culture, race, nationality, religion, effect, effective managerial response to the challenge of managing increasing diverse workforce. Migrant workers have formed a substantial part of the hospitality workforce in UK. The growth of the culture diversity in hospitality workforce is resulting from the combination of the global international factor and condition within home and
sorry.
host country.
Host countries where, for example, the UK is my host country because I'm Italian.
Hi, done. Great, good. So host and home. So we need to look around. So in a business, we use think globally, act locally. Think globally, act locally, act according to the local wishes of the local people.
Yeah.
So is a quite popular phrase. Equality Act 2010 that's been updated and emerged various other legislation legally protect the people from discrimination in the workplace and in the wider society according to the UK Government Act.
Yeah.
Cultural dimensions, power distance index. So in some culture there is a lot of distance between Hofstede's cultural dimension. Hofstede give us different dimension to be when you looking the culture. You can look around the power distance index. Some country there is a big power difference between senior and junior.
Mhm.
In some country, individualism versus collective. In the UK is more towards individualism. Them maybe individual perspective, more benefit. But in some country, maybe the joint family system, collectivism more. Masculinity versus femininity, yes, that's more here and there. Uncertainty avoidance index is some countries high and some low. Long versus short term orientation. Some country looking the long term, not short term, like so we need to look around those. These are different cultural differences between different countries. Culture is a collective program of mind. That's the difference between the member, one group category of the people from others. So according to the cultural difference, it could be a power, uncertainty, long orientation, all according to the Hofstede. So we can look around these cultural differences, and whenever we have a different mission and the values, objective, fair processes, skilled workforce, active flexibility, inclusive. We need to look around, raise the people interpersonal skill, like we said earlier, and all innovation, high employment turnover, manage diversity, training provide our workers. Diversity is increased important component in 21st century. A conclusion is being given a diverse workforce, the reflection of the changing world, and marquee diverse workforce teams, bring high value of organization toward. And we have a quiz as well. Okay, can we do quiz?
Yeah.
So we'll do quiz. I'm going to send you some case studies to read. Lloyd's TSB, how they create diversity within a workforce and what benefit bring for them.
Okay.
That's quite good to read. Okay, let's go through. Sorry.
That's fine. Can we possibly do it next time? Is that okay?
Oh, no problem. I think so. You need to leave. No problem. What I'll do, I'll send you these. Okay, you play with the quiz, and
Yeah.
I will send you this one journal article, and this article is all about the diversity, creativity, how diversity will lead to innovation. Good to read, huh?
Yeah, that's fine. Are all the lessons on Moodle?
Yes, all on Moodle. I'm going to send you as well via email, huh?
Yeah, because I haven't received any on HR yet, and also you could check the finance assignment I did up until now, because I didn't touch it. I was waiting for an update on that.
I have a holiday, so I'll make sure I send you all the feedback in detail. So we'll finalize it then by next week, huh?
No, can you repeat that for me? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
I have a half-term week from other place. So what I'll do, I'll the manager, and I'll send you now all the lessons for HR as well.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Have a nice weekend. If any question, drop me email.
Yeah, that's fine.
And hope so weather will be nice tomorrow there.
Hopefully.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Thanks. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.